Hi everybody, today we're going to be unboxing my brand new set of 510 series coilovers courtesy of Fortune Auto USA for my 1993 Mazda RX-7 FB3S. But first, if you're new to the channel, I am Angry Earl. I've been drifting rotary powered cars for almost 15 years now, all throughout the Pacific Northwest and Northern California. You can check out my Instagram at @TheAngryEarl, as well as my drifting page at Motorhouse Lust. Our online store should be up and running relatively soon, so head on over there for some stickers and merch. You can find that at motorhouselust.com. Lastly, if you enjoy drift-related vids, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. And if you enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. With that said, let's crack this baby open. Alright guys, so before I open the box, just want to give another shout out to Fortune Auto for always having my back and sponsoring me with their 500 series coilovers. I ran the 500 series a couple years back. Awesome coilover. I've never had any problems or issues with them, and I'm so stoked to be trying out the 510s. So let's crack the box open. Alright. Nice packaging. Cool. Alright. So, big thanks again to Fortune Auto with the supersized me decal. Those are sick. And they come with a packet of really stout spanner wrenches. Those are always good to have, as well as an Allen wrench to adjust everything. So, very cool, very cool. Very beefy, so stoked. Very nice, very nice. And then some more stickers, as well as a thank you card. You're very welcome, Fortune Auto, for running your stuff. I'm so kidding. Thank you for supporting me and for the love and support throughout the years. Next one's going to be the Dyno Graphs for the coilovers. Super fancy. I've actually never learned damping Dyno Graph, learn how to read dampening Dyno Graphs, so those are cool. Leave a comment in the comment section below and school me in how to read this, but it looks like they work. Little basic tutorial guide, as well as the tuning guide for the basic damping tuning chart. Shows you a little graph and grid of what's going on with your car, and then the desired effect that you want. So you can increase, rebound. Very cool. Very nice. And then some more Dyno Graphs for, I'm assuming, the rears on this one. Yep. Still don't know how to read that, so I'm just trusting that everything works in this top-notch quality like they usually are. All Fortune Auto coilovers are actually designed and assembled in their Richmond, Virginia plant in the US of A, so buy homemade. Little certificate of assembly for the guys that actually put in the wrench time to put my coilovers together. Thank you. Big ups to Nate Boucher. For the build, and then the quality inspection is Matt something. And then the final quality inspection is by C. Smith. I did opt for custom spring rates this time around. Traditionally, RX-7s and FD applications, they'll be running 10K front, 8K rear. But this time around, I really want to be more, I'm going to be trying something different. As you can probably tell, I've ran the hot boy low spec for the majority of my drifting years, and I really want to progress as a driver, and low cars are always going to be cool. They're going to look so sick, static as well as driving, but I've really come to admire the JDM Japanese style of driving. And right now, and I'm sure it's going to be in the future too, it's that very aggressive, violent flicks. You can't really you can get that with a very low and stiff setup, but it's really hard to get feedback from the car. And I'm of the mindset that you should hone your driving and get as much seat time as much as possible before you tinker with the car. I've been driving my FD in super slammed, very hard settings with a 10K front, 8K rear for over 5 years now. Very consistent with it. It's just the aggressive flicks and the chucks that I'm trying to achieve now. It's gonna be a lot harder with a very stiff setup. So for this time around, I'm actually opting for 8K front, 6K rear. So they actually sent me the 10K front springs separately. 100 stands for 10, I'm assuming. In case I do want to switch back over to those. So again, typically, from what I've seen, 10K front, 8K rear is what's recommended setting, OEM factory settings for coilovers for FDs. However, I am trying to go with a softer setup, and guys are probably going to be crying out there, but I'm actually going to be raising the car a little bit to get more body roll when I'm fainting into the transitions and hopefully achieve a more violent and aggressive flick into my initiations. All right, so first off is going to be the fronts. Ooh, very nice. Again, 8K for the fronts. Very beefy collars over here, and actually I noticed that there's a locking Allen wrench head right over there, so you don't have to worry about your collars loosening up while you're in the track. Very beefy setup. Always top-notch quality from Fortune Auto from what I've experienced. They are hand-built by people, so quality control is top-notch. They have this thing called CFD, which is the concave flow digressive technology. Very nice. Not really sure what that is. And then you have the clickety-clickities up top. I believe they're 24-way adjustable or 28. Not sure. I have to look at it. But yeah, very nice. Shiny. Green. Cool. So that is the first front. And let's see over here, second front. Very nice. And then moving on to the rears. Again, I opted for a custom setup. They do recommend for street applications 10K front and an 8K rear if you're going to be lowering the car and doing mild track days. Again, I'm trying to go with a softer setup, and I will be raising the car a tiny bit from what it is now. I do want to get that little Kansai rate going on a little bit, so hopefully the car will stay planted mid-drifts and I can chuck it a little bit harder into the initiations. So again, 8K front, 6K rear, super beefy design, premium chrome silicone. Very cool. Got the locking collars over here, very nice. Top notch. Even the metal that they use is just thick. Very cool. All right, and then little brackets for the brake lines, I'm assuming. I never use these, but I probably should. And then the second one, even zip tied the nuts on there for you, so you don't lose them in transit. Very cool, very cool. Smells like new. Then another set of brake line collars, and then super small Allen wrench. Not really sure what this is for, but I guess I'll find out. So there you have it, guys. I am very stoked that Fortune Auto has supported me throughout the years. I will include a link in the description for their 510 series coilovers. You can always go to their website. I believe it's fortune-auto.com, and you can check out their Instagram, Fortune Auto USA. Cool, I think that's it. I'm so stoked. I'm going to be doing another video when I actually install these in the next week or so, but super stoked.